ongoing diversity, equity, and inclusion mandates from the federal government and the impact that they could have on city government created friction during Monday's Sioux City Council meeting. We've got details tonight in our top story at 10. City officials were informed back in April that if the city didn't become compliant with federal DEI directives, it could result in the loss of millions of dollars of federal funding. Well, today, city staffers presented 3 resolutions to council that would bring Sioux City into compliance. The recommendations include reclassifying the position of Diversity and Inclusion Coordinator to Human Resources Specialist, dissolving the Inclusion Sioux City Advisory Committee, and rescinding an inclusive language notice for the city. Several Sioux City residents addressed council members voicing opposition to those changes.
While I truly understand the concern regarding federal transportation funding, but we cannot and we must not be bullied into abandoning our moral obligation to serve all citizens equitably.
I'm concerned now. I realize you have a difficult decision, and it comes down to money, but I continue to hope that there can be a way around some of these cuts being dictated in a country that should not be one that dictates at the local level.
Now, the council ultimately approved all 3 of those changes. Mayor Scott and the council, however, are expressing disappointment over what they see as additional intrusion by state and federal lawmakers.
They come here and tell us that they really want to work with us and be our partner, but they go to Des Moines and vote entirely differently, and it's unfortunate. They limit the resources that we can have. They want to tie our hands on property taxes. They don't want to give any of their money back to supplement like Nebraska does the property taxes, but they want to tell us we're collecting too much. They're sitting with how many millions of dollars worth of reserves, and we're pretty much exhausted ours. So they can't say we're sitting on reserves anymore. It's terribly unfortunate.
In an unrelated matter, a proposed 12-unit apartment complex on the city's north side continues to move forward by setting June 9th as the date for a public hearing on the proposal. If approved, that developer plans to have construction complete by June of 2026.